Let me tell you something. I wanted to start this YouTube channel in 2015. I wanted to speak on these topics in 2015. I didn't start till last year, 2021. Why? Because I cared about what the 99% would think. Who knows where I'd be now? Okay, should we get deep on this one? Let's get deep on this one. Pause. Let's speak about the Matrix. Let's speak about the Matrix. I've been getting a lot of messages recently, direct messages on Instagram, based on my recent uploads, the topics I've been speaking on, stuff with HU and stuff like that. Everyone kind of relating to what I'm saying, in kind of the same position mentally, trying to get out of the Matrix, trying to get out of that programming, that conditioning, something don't sit right with them. They know something's wrong and they're just trying to figure out how to get out. They want freedom. They want freedom. Now, if you don't know what the Matrix is, let me just explain what the Matrix is. The Matrix is when your job give you a $3,000 pay rise. They give you a $3,000 pay rise, $3,000 a year, an extra $3,000 a year, which is what, about 200 a month after tax, something like that. And your family's like, oh my God, you got a pay rise. Well done, keep at it, keep working. Your friends are like, well, you got a pay rise. Well, you're doing good. Yeah, man, keep going, keep going. But then you start your little side hustle, and then straight away you're bringing in an extra $1,000 a month, which will mean that's an extra $12,000 a year. But your job hasn't provided this, you've done this yourself. And then when you tell those same people, it's met with, ugh, that's good, but it's not very reliable, is it? Oh yeah, but I think if I just keep going, maybe one day I'll be making more money than my 9 to 5, and I can be able to ditch my 9 to 5 and just do something I enjoy. Yeah, but well, if something happens, it's not really reliable. Every month's going to be different. You don't really know what you. That's the Matrix. The Matrix is, oh, I've saved up 40 G's. I've got 40 G's in my bank. Oh, you got 40 grand in your bank. Maybe you should put down a deposit on a house, get a mortgage. Okay, why? Because in 35 years, the house will be paid off and then you'll own that house. Okay, I've got 40 G's in my bank. I'm just gonna take all of this 40 G's out of my bank. So now I've got nothing in my bank. But I've got this house that I've got to pay for the next 35 years. But it's okay, because in 35 years, I'm gonna own it. The Matrix is, oh yeah, you're working a job. We're gonna take 150 out of your monthly income and put it in your pension. Okay, when do I get that money? Oh, when you're 65. Okay, how much is that gonna be? About 60 grand. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna work for 40 years, 45 years to get what? That's the Matrix. The Matrix is when everybody surrounding you accepts that, thinks that's normal, thinks that's acceptable, and when you question it, it's met with, what's he talking about? You can't do that. You can't do that. The Matrix is when you see a Lamborghini drive past or a Bentley drive past, and you say, one day I'm gonna have one of them. And then a person next to you, someone who loves you, someone next to you says, you could never have that. He was probably born rich. That's the Matrix. Oh, you don't need money anyway. Money don't bring happiness. That's the Matrix. Money's evil. That's the Matrix. Conditioned, stuck, programmed, and then you get a very, very small minority who ain't all the way programmed like that. They are slightly, we all are slightly. We all get that sick feeling when we hand in that notice at our job to focus on our side hustles. We get that sick feeling. It's not that exciting because we're still a bit scared. Even if the income's more than the job, at least we know what that exact amount of money is coming from that job. That's a fixed salary. We know exactly how much we are getting paid that year. When you're an entrepreneur, you don't really know. This year might be this, that year might be that. This month might be this month might be that. That's a bit risky. That's a bit risky. Let me tell you right now, you need to break out of that mentality, even if it means cutting off every single person. Every single person. You should not ask for advice or listen to other people's advice. If you want to be 1%, there's no reason why you should be listening to the 99%. You don't want to live their lives. You don't want to take advice from them. That's the matrix. That's what everyone wants to break out of. Not everybody, because some people accept it and some people will defend that and are happy with that. What does money bring? Money don't bring happiness. It absolutely does bring happiness. Absolutely does. Because if these rich people weren't happy, they give the money away. Well, money can't keep you healthy. No, it can't keep you healthy. But if you do get sick, you are going to get the top tier healthcare. Why? Because you got money. I am furious even speaking about this, because I've been thinking like this for the majority of my life. And every time I've spoke it out in front of people, it always gets knocked down. Let me tell you something. I wanted to start this YouTube channel in 2015. I wanted to speak on these topics in 2015. I didn't start till last year, 2021. Why? Because I cared about what the 99% would think. Who knows where I'd be now? You know? This video is just going to be short. Just think about what I'm saying. Just have a little think about what I am saying. The Matrix is real, and you need to break out of that shit. Break out of that shit. Come up with a plan. Do something. Put the blockers on. Put the blinders on. Why did I put the blinders on them horses? So they don't get distracted when they're going to that destination, the finish line. We're all surrounded by normies. We're all surrounded by people stuck in the Matrix. It's Friday. I hate the weekend. I hate the weekend. Because the weekend is when all the normies come out to play. All the traffic, all the lines in the stores, bars, restaurants, everything's full up. You can't even go do nothing. Why? Because everyone does the slavery in the week and then it pops up in the weekend. Everyone thinks it's normal. Everyone thinks that's the way it should be. Most of these jobs that these jobs are not even going to exist in the next 10 years. There ain't even going to be no middle. There's going to be the rich, the top tier, and the bottom, and there's going to be nothing in the middle. Nothing. Think about it. Break out. Peace.